She has literally changed lives across this country. We call her Dr. T. Oh, started over. We call her Dr. T, but she is also a dynamic leader within this movement. Let me tell you something about her. She not only, thank you, she not only is changing lives across this country, she is literally helping people understand how money works. And when I say she's telling people how money works, she is a retired corporate from the banking industry. So if nobody else knows how money works, let me tell you, she does. But she understands how success works when it comes with the blueprint. She understands the strategies. She understands the systems that are in place to make sure that you are doing business in black. Black meaning you're in the profit. This lady here has a ton of fun in her business when she's doing this. Let me tell you how I know that. Because the way that she teaches, the way that she leads, the way that she inspires others, it shows in how she shows up in business. She has a ton of fun doing it. She knows 100% of this information. So when I tell you there is nobody better than Dr. Tangela Collins-Myers to be here today, she is the number one person. She knows 100% of this information. She leads, she teaches, and she inspires. We talk about impact. This lady has impacted lives across this organization. She has positioned herself to be the top of this in this organization. So she knows about making money. She knows how to earn money. She knows how to keep money. I have the absolute pleasure of bringing up Dr. Tangela Collins-Myers. Dr. Tangela, you here?
I'm here. Can you hear me, Kimberly?
I can, I can.
Awesome, awesome. Y'all drop some fire signs in the chat because Miss Kimberly said a lot of great things about me. But let me tell you what, she should have been talking about herself because this is a true leader and no stranger to the industry of building relationships, of pointing people to solutions that work. And so I'm super excited to be here with you all tonight. As Kimberly mentioned, my name is Dr. Tangela Collins-Myers. I'm affectionately known as the Money Employer. Why? Because I need your money working harder than you. I developed that motto because I worked in banking. And so one of the things that I knew for sure with working in banking is that, there was a lot of confusion sometimes about what it was to be able to make money, to grow money, to save money. And being a corporate executive, I got a lot of questions about money. And so I'm excited to be just talking with you all tonight about our business in black movement because not only did I spend 26 years in corporate America and gain some experience, I also gained some experience from not doing everything right. How about that? So I can teach you from experience about this whole being able to operate in the black and not in the red as a business owner because my husband and I own two trucking companies and a record label. And I tell you, we did it all wrong. We funded those businesses out of our personal income. And how many of you know you cannot fund business out of personal income? That's two things coming out of the same pot. And so that led us to having to file bankruptcy in 2010 because our trucking business went under after the real estate market took a turn. See, all this stuff is connected. And so, but you got to be prepared. And so, being in corporate America, I knew all about risk management because that's my background. So, being able to look ahead and determine, am I positioned properly to excel at opportunities or fail if other things happen? And so, I'm excited about tonight, Business at Black, and we're just getting started. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into this information because we do have a lot to share tonight. And I want to make sure that everybody gets this information. So hold on, let me make sure that we get started here. Miss Kimberly, let me know if you see my screen okay.
I can see it.
Okay, awesome. And so this is Business in Black. And I see a lot of people still hopping on. So we got a lot of co-hosts out there. Let's make sure the people get in the room. We're about to approach 100 and counting. But Business in Black is all about being able to share information and solutions to be able to allow businesses to finally get out of the red. If you know what it means to operate in the red, drop a one in the chat. I just want to see who's in the room. If you know what it is like to be able to operate a business in the red, drop a one in the chat. See, I see I'm not alone. Y'all see those ones coming. But if you also know what it means to be able to drop a two, operate in the black, drop a two in the chat. Drop a two in the chat. See, I learned how to be able to operate in the black. And that truly means operate in the profit zone. So, business in black is all about being able to help business owners sustain and scale their business. No longer worrying about being able to go under, because there's a high statistic around business owners. Something like several millions of businesses get started each year, but there's also several million of businesses that will be closed within a year as well. And what do you think the number one reason is? It comes down to money. I can tell you, having to file bankruptcy came down to money. It came down to our trucking businesses. The business was slow. It came down to needing to upgrade equipment, needing to maintain equipment, and then there was no money. And so, business in black is truly a movement, a nationwide movement focused on being able to help entrepreneurs build, scale, and profit, leveraging OPM. Drop OPM in the chat for me. Anybody know what OPM is? OPM is other people's money. Y'all, that's the secret to building wealth. That's the secret of being able to allow your business to fund the business and not you trying to fund your business out of personal income, because you got to be able to fund your household, right? And so this movement is focused on helping business owners in all industries, all races, all sizes have access to resources that they need to finally thrive, operate in the black. See, when you're operating in the black, your business is sustainable. Your business is solid. You know that you are there to be able to service the people that you decide to go into business for in the beginning. Whenever it starts to operate in the red, that means you are not in position and postured properly to be able to help those that you came to serve. And so that's why now, because you got 4.4 million new businesses that start annually, and mostly fail due to capital. And so that's why we're here. And so what I love is what you see here. All of these amazing business owners, these brands have partnered right here with Business in Black, Boat Funding, and Freedom Path to be able to give business owners access to the capital that they need to really grow, scale, in some cases just sustain their business, especially now as we're starting to see a lot of things shut down. I can't tell you the number of conversations or calls that I've been on where the topic of conversation is how are people going to be able to, or how businesses are going to be able to sustain, particularly if right now they're dependent on governmental money, governmental funds, right? So you got to be in a position to have great options to sustain. And so listen, all of these business owners are a part of this movement to be able to go out and help other business owners get what they need. And I applaud each and every one of them. Drop a fire signs in the chat, because what this says is, yes, I support my clients, but they've positioned themselves here to be able to help other entrepreneurs out there as well. So it truly is each one, reach one, teach one. So let's talk about what we have here. Who is this for? This is truly for business owners who want to start a business, or business owners that have a business, or people who desire to start a business. I can tell you, can I tell you a little secret? Lean in close. If you don't own a business already, you're behind. And we got tax professionals and strategists on this line that will tell you, if you don't find a way to shelter your income is going to go somewhere it shouldn't be going. All right. So we'll leave that right there. You need to establish business credit. This is for you if you're on this line. If you are someone that said, you know what, I need to access some cash flow because there's some things I want to do in my business. I can't tell you, the number of business owners we connect with that said, I need new equipment. I need to upgrade. I need more equipment because I've got a lot of work, but I just don't have the equipment or the manpower, because maybe they need working capital to be able to do and go out and service more people, more businesses. If you want to build and create generational wealth, this is for you, because we're going to be sharing with you a solution of how do I stop bootstrapping and paying for my business out of my personal income. And now I'm finally going to be able to leverage OPM. And you need a tax shelter. Listen, talk to tax professionals on here. If you're a tax professional, drop a T in the chat, because tax professionals will tell you, and I used to be a tax professional. I've seen what it was to have a business, and I've seen what it was to not have a business. And I'm telling you, you want a business. This is not for you, though. If you don't want to grow and scale your business, if you say I'm just comfortable, I don't want to grow and scale, or if you say I'm perfectly fine being in a position where I'm paying for my business out of my pocket, this is not for you. If you say I really don't like helping people, this is not for you. If you say, I don't want to invest in myself or my business for it to grow, then this is not for you. Or maybe you're just content with where you are. This is not for you. Or maybe you don't like working with people who push you to do better. This is not for you. Because I could tell you, whenever you're destined to go to the next level, you're going to need some accountability, someone that's going to push you, someone that's going to see into your business more than what you can see. See, prior to this call, I just had a conversation with an administrative assistant. And you know what? It was interesting coming out of that. Even being a business owner, she was able to show me some things about my business, how I can continue to grow and scale going into 2026. So you need some help. You need a team. You need money. And that's why we're here. So funding is what we're going to talk about. How to secure funding without perfect credit or years in business. We got that solution for you. We know that's a myth. That stops people a lot of times from going out and even applying for funding, because they think, oh, I have to be in business 20 and 30 years, or, I have to have a perfect credit score. That's not true. And so Business in Black, in partnership with Bolt Funding, is a all-in-one place marketplace for financial tools, resources, and services to be able to grow and scale a profitable business. I can tell you with Business in Black, our first goal is to help you access as much funding as possible. And so if you're here and you say, you know what, I know a lot of business owners, maybe I'm a tax professional and I have a bunch of Schedule C clients. Maybe I'm someone that help individuals get started with setting up their business infrastructure, but I don't have a way or a solution to be able to show them now how to go about getting funding. Guess what? You're in the right place, because you can do it right here on this platform. So help them be able to get as much funding as possible in the beginning. That's goal number one. But goal number two is also helping them to understand and navigate the business financing. So, and help them understand what are those things that are challenging you, that's stopping you from being able to get all of the funding that you need. Because listen, we are partnered with over 200 lenders nationwide. So goal two is all around, let us assist you with helping your business become bankable. What does that mean? Bankable. If you could write your check for any amount that your business needs to go to where you envision it growing, what would that look like? But what I would tell you from a banking perspective, from a lending perspective, there might be just some things you need to tighten up. For example, starting with, are you formalized? Have you declared that you truly have an official business by filing it with the Secretary of State, right? I know some business owners that say they're business owners and they haven't taken that first step. Guess what? You're not recognized as a true business that can position themselves to grow and expand. Or maybe, you are in business, but you haven't made it known what you have to offer. Maybe you haven't put yourself out there, like say on social media, to be able to prove and demonstrate that I'm truly in here to be a profitable business, not just a hobby. See, business owners don't hide. So lenders look to see, are you really out in the marketplace? Those people, are you really attracting customers? Do they know you're here, right? And you have these services to offer. This is what goal two is all about, helping you make sure you got those 21 compliance points covered. Do you have business phone numbers? Do you have a business address? Do you have your financial records in a way that is easy to demonstrate that, here's my business income and my business expenses, which is separated from my personal. Because commingling says you're not really running a business. And commingling will get you in trouble with the IRS as well. And then goal 3 is all about how do we help you get access to the larger bankable loans? That's the goal. And so we want you to have versatile funding options. Here within Business in the Black partner with Boat Funding, we can help business owners get up to $100 million. But you got to have the right requirements in place. And let me break this down, and I'm going to move on for the sake of time. In business, when you think about a bank, when you think about other lenders, what do they want to know? And you can think about your own personal situation. If you lent somebody some money, right? You want to know, is this person going to pay me back like they said? Are they going to pay me back on time? Or are they going to pay me in full? Drop a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Somebody came and borrowed some money from you and they never paid it back, right? These lenders are trying to determine your risk factor. They're trying to determine, is it a high risk to lend to you? Because everything about the way you run your business, the way you show up, the way your credit scores look, do I need to be concerned that you're probably not going to pay me back? But see, if a lender knows you're going to pay me back, guess what? They have no problem releasing the funds to you. So that's why we're here, to be able to show you those things that you need to have in place and to be able to help make sure that you position yourself to be fully bankable. So the biggest problem, 97% of businesses fail due to no capital to scale. We talk about that, no money. The bank says no. Why do they say no? Because of some of those things I talked about. Maybe they're not in place. Bad credit, no collateral. So they're looking and saying, you're not going to pay me back likely. So why would I give you funds? Short time in business, right? You want to make sure you got some good history. Doesn't mean it's going to be impossible to be able to get funding if you don't have a long longevity in business yet, but you got to have one or the other. Either you got longevity and you got capital that clearly, the lender can see money coming through your business, or you got to have good credit, which says you've been someone who's disciplined with managing your finances, not properly structured. If you go to apply for a business funding and you don't have a business formally established, then you're not properly structured. And the lender going to say, I don't know about you because it looks like you're running a hobby. Because if we don't invest in ourselves as business owners, why would we look for someone else to invest in us? Just food for thought, right? Here at Business in Black, we've got so many different programs, and we can help get funding for just about any industry. Industries that, we probably won't be able to get you funding for is if you're in the adult entertainment industry. And I would tell you that when it comes to nonprofit organizations, you can get funding, churches, you can get funding, but looking at the documentation and having tight documentation to demonstrate what you have, what's coming into your organization is going to be key, right? So it's a little bit more work to make sure that you have the things in place, but it can be done. And so, here you get favorable loan terms. Of course, the higher your personal and your business credits are, if you credit worthy, listen, you're going to be able to get, in some cases, 0% interest rates on some of the business credit cards. Just imagine being able to borrow free money to grow and scale your business, right? Time and duration. You want to look at, have I been in business? That's going to play a part. Cash flow, revenue. Am I already showing that I have a healthy finances flowing through my business, right? Industry types, as I talked about. And so on our platform, it ensures that clients receive terms and rates that align with their unique circumstances and financial profile. And so everybody is different. Every business is different. But our goal here is to help make sure that we can dot the I's and cross the T's so you can get that goal 3, which is fully bankable. Get the OPM and all of the OPM that you need to grow and scale. And so documentation beat conversation any day. And so what I love is when I look at this slide, results, results, results. Because the reality is, as business owners, whenever we look for services, we want to know, is it going to yield us the results that we want? And so we got, people here that have been able to successfully help businesses get approved or get funded. So Miss Judy Hines, $76,000, real estate industry. Miss Brenda Costa, Dr. Brenda Costa, right here on the line, was able to help a church with $3.3 million to go ahead and acquire a new church campus, right? Miss Monica Russell, $78,000 real estate. So look at the industries. And then what I love here in Business in Black and what we have here on this platform, if you're not ready, it's okay. You're in the right place to get ready. And so we have individuals like Miss Sheila Pullum and Dr. Michelle Colfer helping clients be able to up level their personal credits, right? Because maybe their business is newer, so we need to lean on the personal credit just in the interim until we build up this business credit. Guess what? They're right here on the front line, a part of this movement, helping people realize, 100 plus increases in their credit score. That's going to position them to be ready to get the income that they need. And so you need funding now. You need a 680 plus FICO score, 3 months business, bank statements. And then this is going to position you to begin to access up to $100 million or 0% APR. Programs are available, as I mentioned, on some of the business credit cards. And so you really want to be able to get these things, to score as high as possible. Make sure you got your paperwork together, but we can help you there. And so if you're new, if you're on here and you know people, or you yourself say, you know what, my business is new, or maybe I haven't invested the time and the money into business credit yet, I want to talk to you and just share with you, we got a Freedom BCA, that's Business Credit Academy. Now, Business Credit Academy here is gives you unique benefits to ultimately help you get fully bankable. So we got free business scans. So if you're not sure where your business stands right now with complying with some of these requirements that the lender is going to look for, guess what? We got a free business scan that we can share with you to begin the process. Because maybe you've taken some steps to work on it. You're not sure where you are. Listen, we got an assessment tool that'll help you. Step-by-step web-based application, start to funding your business. And it's simple. We got a team of dedicated underwriters that, as you as a business owner on here, or other business owners, they simply put in the application. It's no negative impact to them because it's a soft credit pool. To be able to see, okay, am I going to be approved, right? And what I love about this is that taking this step lets you know very clearly where you stand. Again, the goal is to get you some money up front to begin the process, but we might need to do this Business Credit Academy so you can get fully bankable. But that's what you get here. Integrated loan applications, you'll be able to unlock pre-approvals as you progress through the platform. As your business credit gets stronger, guess what? You're able to unlock funding. So it's not like, I've got to get it all done before now I can access funding. No, start building, start working with us and unlock some funding as you go. Learn how to become fundable. Let me tell you something. One of the things that I love about our Business Credit Academy is that you're going to be able to get $50,000 of funding guaranteed when you complete these steps to the Business Credit Academy. I've seen a lot of programs out there on business credit that tell you what to do. But after that, that's it. You got to go do it on your own. Here, not here. Here, we're here to handhold you every step of the way, and other business owners to be able to help them get the guaranteed funding that they need. And so the minimum requirements to being able to access this Business Credit Academy is you must be an active broker or have a broker bundle. And let me tell you something, for all of these unique benefits that you're going to be able to get here, it's valued at well over $3,000. But for now, you can get it for only $1,016.99. And guess what? $16.99. This is a business expense. So you can write this off. But also, we have installment plans, for anyone who says, I just don't have the whole $16.99. That's okay. If you're familiar with Klarna, Affirm, Zip, then you can now get access to do this whole business credit and pay back the $16.99 over time. But guess what? You go ahead and be diligent working with us, following through, you're going to be able to access a guaranteed $50,000 of funding. So do the math. See, one thing about business owners, we understand to operate in the black, that means I've got to have more profit remaining than I have expenses. And if you look at $16.99 investment yields me $50,000 of guaranteed funding when I'm done, does that not sound like operating in the black? Sounds like operating in the black to me all day long, right? So top industries here, we can help web-based businesses, new business acquisition, real estate. Listen, we love partnering here with real estate investors because why? We have all types of real estate products that can assist you, from construction loans to bridge loans to fix and flips, DSCRs, food and beverage. Listen, you got a food truck, you want to get started, partner right here. Technology investments, we can help you. And so before I get ready to go further and talk about the broker opportunity, I'm stop sharing for just a moment. I want to bring up a few live testimonies because, I can show you all day long on paper, but it's nothing like hearing from real people, real results, because that's what people really want to know. Can you help me? Is this real? Right? Because if you're like me, I'll be honest. I got partnered and got started in this industry because I was tired of being scammed and tired of my husband being scammed. Can I just tell you? So I want to bring up this first young lady. This is definitely a leader. She's a kingdom leader. She's a pastor. And, she truly have the heart to serve people. All those things that we talked about, who this is for, this was for her because she understands not only as a successful business owner herself, she needs to make sure these things are in place, but now being able to position to partner with other people to be able to now help them get the funding that they need. I want to bring up none other than Pastor Tangela Collins-Myers, who's a leader on the front line out there making great impact in the community. I want her to just share her story around, this platform, whatever she has on her heart, to talk about what we're doing here and how we're making great impact. I cannot. Let me see if we need to unmute you. Hold on one second.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Go ahead, Queen.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being the awesome leader that you are. Come on and give a shout out for Dr. Tangela for just giving us all the information that we need. So as she mentioned, my name is Angela Boykin-Wiley, and a lot of people don't know I've had over 13 years of financial industry experience. I worked for a broker-dealer firm for 13 years, but guess what? My personal finances were in a sham. I was a public success, as they always say, but a private mess. I didn't have my own financial literacy. I was helping other people manage their money, helping other people budget. But guess what? In my own finances, I had bad credit. And so when I saw this platform and I saw the business in black, I'm not going to lie, all I wanted was to increase my credit so me and my husband can get a house. That's all I wanted to do. I just came in with one mind, give me some good credit. I saw what they were doing with people's personal credit. And I said, if they can help me, that'll be great. But guess what? I got so much more. I walked in the door. It's almost like when you go grocery shopping. You walked in with one thing to get, but you walked out with a whole bag full of groceries. And see, that's what happened to me. I walked in low credit score, living paycheck to paycheck. But guess what? When I became a part of Business in Black, I walked away with a purpose and a plan. So no longer living paycheck to paycheck. I saw my credit score shoot up 152 points. And so now we're in a position to get the home. But not only that, now I'm able to not only bless my finances, but now I'm in a position to create legacy and freedom. So now, not just my house, but now I'm able to go into other homes and bless them. And I've seen what it's done. So before, I just had one stream of income, living paycheck to paycheck. But through this platform, guess what? Now I have a business. Now I have ABW Financial Group. So not only am I making money for my employer, I'm making money for me and my family. And it's been a tremendous breakthrough for me and my family and my finances. So I walked in with one idea, but I came out with so much more. So I left out of there with my tribe. So no longer was I struggling by myself. Now I'm thriving with a tribe. I got a tribe. I'm surrounded by like-minded business owners. I'm my mindset has been stretched, and so now I'm in a position to go wide and deep with my family. My money is going wide and deep, and now I'm able to build a legacy. So this is not only changing my life and changing my business, but now I am able to help so much more. So I thank you for Miss Doria Murray for introducing me to this platform and being a part of Business in Black. Yeah, we look good in our Black, but it's nothing like making my business thrive in the Black. So I thank you for this opportunity. It's been life-changing.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Pastor Angela. Y'all dropped some fire in the chat for Pastor Angela. That it was such a powerful testimony. And I'm so glad that you partner right here in Business in Black. And listen, we're on the move because I work with her directly. And let me tell you, she's on the move to make great impact. And we're both here in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. And so I want to bring up this next young lady. Let me tell you something. I'm about to go into a next segment where talk about being a broker and what it means to make impact, but also to make a lot of income. This individual that I'm going to bring up, she's no stranger to making income. No income claims, but let me tell you something. She's the top of our company. She's the number one money earner. So if there's anybody that could talk to us about this movement, how it can be life changing, it's this servant leader that has a heart of gold, this humble giant, but nonetheless making great impact and a lot of income doing it and have been successfully helping business owners get funded. And hint, hint, y'all, she's that tax guru, that strategist that I was talking about if you don't know about owning a business. So let me bring up to the stage none other than Regional Vice President, Dr. Michelle Kofer. I can't hear you.
There we go. Listen,
Yes.
I was like, it won't let me unmute. Good evening. Thank you so much, Dr. Tangela, Pastor Angela, Kimberly, for just such a powerful testimony. Pastor Angela, let me tell y'all something. Dr. Tan is about to put y'all on game in about 30 more seconds, and I could not be more excited. Why? Because, guys, she shared with you something powerful. She said 4.4 million new businesses start every year. Well, I am celebrating 8 years as an entrepreneur, and guess what? Most business owners are done within the first year. By the third year, over 70% of businesses, they don't exist anymore. Drop a 1 in the chat if you know anybody that started a business and stopped a business, okay? Well, I can tell you right now, 8 years in the game, I've been able to learn something about this space called OPM. I've been able to learn something about leverage. Y'all drop those words in the chat. And I'm going to tell you what, this Business in Black movement, we are getting ready to teach 1 million business owners how to get out of the red zone, where you're bootstrapping, you're using your money, you're using your personal money, you're maxing out your credit cards. You can't get a house. You can't go leverage that personal credit to get a real estate property because you tying it down trying to get the supplies for the business. But guys, no more. Listen, if you're driving a personal car, you drive a luxury car or SUV, put me in the chat. It needs to be in your business name. Hello, somebody. We are showing people how to win with this platform. And I'm going to tell you, I'm just excited to get like 5 seconds to share with y'all. But what I want you to do, if you haven't been taking notes tonight, this is where you get your notebook and your pen out. Because she's getting ready to show you how not only can we help you fund your businesses, 200 lenders up to 100 million. I got a gentleman today, an auto salesman, referred to me by somebody else to do credit. Okay. They ain't on our platform. She sent me an auto dealer yesterday. I sent him an application. I don't do the work. Tan finna show you. I sent him the application. He got $150,000 on the line to pull back right now. Come on, Business in Black, okay? And so she's getting ready to share with you guys some information. If you haven't been taking notes, this is where you do want to take notes, because we can help you, you can help you, and you can help other people and get some money. So I don't know if anybody on here realizes it or not, but we are in an inflated economy. And the way you're going to win with money, hear me clearly, is to understand how the rules of money work. Many of you, I'm looking at this call right now, are part of the minority population. That means you've been on the other side of the wealth gap. Okay. And so now we got access. And so guess what that means? We got access. So we now get to be a part of the wealth transfer. And so listen up to what Dr. Tangela is getting ready to say. This is a powerhouse leader, someone who I highly respect in business. I probably talk to her 2-3 times a day. She is affectionately known as the money employer, right? She'll let you know she want your money working harder than you. She's a top leader in this company. She has been able to help businesses, from small businesses to large businesses. She has helped show aspiring entrepreneurs how to be business owners, how to leverage our BCA, how to leverage our credit repair, how to leverage the attorneys that we got. And so I'm going to move myself out of the way, guys, but please don't jump off this call. Stay on this call. In fact, right now, you want to be texting whoever invited you and say, I'm in here. I'm on here, and I appreciate you for giving me the plug. So without any further ado, guys, I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. Tam. But guys, I'm excited as a serial entrepreneur. My husband, Kedrick, and we value this platform. We value the opportunity to have leverage. We value the opportunity to have access to banks that won't lend to other people who, nowadays, if you go sit in a bank, you're going to sit there for hours and get denied, where people are getting approvals within hours, guys, within 24 hours, sometimes even within 10 hours, within 12 hours. And so I'm going to move myself out of the way. Dr. Tangela, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Thank you so much. You're doing an incredible job tonight. You guys drop some money in the chat. She's getting ready to set this room up to show you how to get paid, okay? So if there is a thing called supply and demand, and you got 4.4 million business owners who need money, and you can get them the money, don't play around. There's a young lady on the line called today. She got somebody ready to buy, I think she said 8 properties, a real estate investor. I said, Kiana, let me tell you how this works. Get them 8 properties so you can get your money, okay? But listen, I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Dr. Tangela. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Y'all drop some congratulations, some party hats in the chat for Dr. Michelle Cole for 8 years in business. Let me tell you what, she done looped the statistics about 3 times already, right? 8 years. So huge congratulations. And thank you so much for just sharing that and your leadership and vision around business in Black. So I'm about to talk to you about some money. If you're allergic to money, drop a 1 in the chat. If you're not allergic to money, drop a 2 in the chat. I just need to know who I'm talking to, right? Because I hope you understand that money answereth all things. So therefore, there's no need to be shy about talking about the fact that we can make great impact and make money, because guess what? Somebody's going to make it. Somebody's going to make the money. How about you? So I need your money working harder than you, and turn on your brains, and I need your pen working even harder right now as we get ready to go through this money. So we're going to talk about a lot of money. But I have to put a disclaimer out here. Getting the money out is going to determine how much you are willing to serve other people. I just tell you that. So you remember when I said who this is not for? If you don't like helping people, this is not for you. If you like helping people, let me tell you what, you're going to find that right here with this broker career opportunity is a huge, tremendous opportunity to make great impact and make great income as well. And so one of the things I share with you is that I was in corporate America, but what I didn't tell you is that after 26 years, I retired from corporate America in 2019. And I did that because I needed a way to be able to continue to make great impact, because I just felt like there was just more I had to offer. Yes, I was the executive at Bank of America. Yes, I worked 3 deep from the CEO, but guess what? I still came home at the end of the day and saying, you know what, this is not meaningful. There is more to do. And so I'm super excited because I know many of you that's already in business, you already realize there's more to do. There's people to serve. If you're looking at this, I have no doubt that you've been called here because there's more for you to do. And so with this business broker opportunity, I will tell you that it takes, hard work, dedication, and commitment like anything that you do in life. It's going to take the same thing here to be able to make the great impact and make the income. And so what I want to talk to you about is becoming an independent broker. What does that mean? That means truly having a business in the box. Everything that you need, from the technology platform to be able to help manage your business. And we call it our back office, business office. You can call it your checkbook. But it's going to help you understand, how am I operating? Also, if you're looking at this and you're saying, maybe This might be new to me. I don't know about this funding. Guess what? We've got a broker university that's going to help you learn all about it. We actually just had some awesome training last night just on funding itself. How do we continue to make sure that we're out there identifying and sharing the right information with our prospective business owners out there so they can come here and take advantage of being able to leverage OPM. You also get a custom branded website, so you don't have to worry about spending hundreds of dollars trying to get something in place. You got tools, training, and support right here in this, what we call our broker system, a comprehensive marketing system. And so really and truly, as Dr. Cofer talked about, being able to help these business owners get funding, guess what? You don't do the work. Did you hear me say we got a dedicated team of underwriters? All right, let me ask you if you like this process. I connect with someone, ask them if they're looking to grow their business in 2026. Do they need business funding? They say yes. I send them a link. Our dedicated underwriter team contacts them, make sure they submit the information that's needed. They go through, they analyze, they go out and they work with the over 177 lenders, find the best deals for them, have the conversations with the business owners about their options. The business owners select what they want to go to, and you get paid. Is that crystal clear? It's that hard. Simply helping people, talking to people about what they need, and you being the bridge, but you get paid. So let people know what you do. Simple steps, 1, 2, 3. Direct them to your website so they can get started with what they need. If they need business credit, if they need to go ahead and apply for funding, if they need to work on their personal credit, right? Because all of this plays together. Guess what? Direct them to your website. Let them get signed up for the products that they need, and you get paid. Like, I've never seen such a simple business model. I didn't say like I was doing when I was working in corporate America, making multiple six figures, that I had to work 60 and 70 hours a week to get paid. And did I tell you you could do this from anywhere? So if you like working on the beach with your toes in the sand, guess what? Have at it. See, that's what I was looking for. How can I make impact, have time freedom, flexibility to work where I want, how I want, when I want, and who I want to work with? Does that sound like win, win, win? Matter of fact, put win, 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 win in the chat. That's 4 of them, right? But you can get paid. And guess what? The limits is off your income. So let's talk about it. There's 5 ways that you will get paid right here with your fintech business. I'm going to talk about the first 2, direct commissions, residual commissions, is based on you. What do you personally do? Who do you personally go out and connect with to help? And then there's 3 other ways: the customer activation bonus, leadership match bonus, infinity growth bonus. See, I get excited when we say bonus, bonus, bonus. See, when I was in corporate America, we only talked about bonuses 1 time a year. And it's coming up about that time now. But one thing for sure with these bonuses that's different from that bonus I used to have that once a year conversation about, it was no guarantee for that once a year bonus. Because it just depended on whether the company thought they wanted to pay out bonuses or not. Here, you do the work, you help people, guess what? The bonuses pay you. So let's talk about the new customer activation commission. Whenever you help someone get started with the service we talked about, the Business Credit Academy example, as an example, you get 40% of that. So you do the math, $16.99, someone getting started Business Credit Academy, and you get 40% of that. Would you not say that's a nice payday? And that probably took all of a 30-minute conversation. I mean, who wants to make that kind of hourly compensation, right? And then guess what? Once you do something one time, the true wealth secret is, how do I get paid over and over and over again, right? So this is where you truly see the ability to stop being paid money just for trading time. That whole trading time for money exchange is gone when residual income come into play. Because this says you introduce and you get someone started in services this month. Guess what? Next month, when they continue to pay their subscription for their services, you're going to get a paycheck. You talked to that client last month. I'm telling you, this is truly leverage. a leveraged opportunity. So let's talk about this customer activation bonus. As you know, the different products have different point values. And as you unlock these different point values, like for example, the Business Credit Academy, you know, our annual, that's 6 points, right? Or maybe it's 8 points. 8 points. And so when you look at that, and you look here, just when that one service, that's automatically at 8 points going to give you an extra $200 on top of what you're already getting, the 40% extra. And so here on this platform, you have the ability to earn up to $3,500 perpetual in 1 week by simply sharing this with other individuals that want to position themselves to help other business owners get to operating in the black. Guess what? When you do that and you share this with 10 people and they get the broker bundle, and we're going to talk about what that really means, you just position yourself to get an extra $3,500 a week. And if you had 20 people you wanted to share that with, guess what? You just position yourself to get an extra $7,000. So what am I saying? Decide how much money you want and go get it. Like, it's just that simple. I mean, before, when I was in corporate America, I could have wanted $7,000, you know, just next week, but they weren't going to give it to me. Here, the more people you help, the more you compensate. The more you help, the more you compensate. So I say, how big do you want your check? Go help those people, right? And so leverage the broker model that we have here. See, J. Paul Getty, which was the first documented billionaire, said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's effort and instead of having just 100% of my own. Because if you just 100% of your own efforts, sounds like trading time for money, right? It sounds like in order for me to make some good, decent income, I'm going to have to lose a lot of sleep. I'm going to have to sacrifice a lot of family functions. I'm going to, in some cases, maybe have to sacrifice my health because I'm not getting proper rest. But with this leverage broker model, and if you're in the real estate industry, drop a R. If you're in the tax profession, drop a T. See, they understand the broker model. See, the broker model says, I'm the broker. I am getting it started. I'm sharing it with people. They get started working alongside of me. They're going to get paid for the efforts of what they do. But me as a broker, guess what? I'm going to get paid an extra percentage. And so here with the broker model, we have leadership match on team commissions. So you and the team together, everyone is achieving more. Here together, everyone is going to earn more money. You work together. Up to 20% override commission based on your positional rank in the company, right? And what you just need to know, the more people I help, the higher I increase in rank. It's just kind of like corporate America where, you know, you got some entry-level people and then you work your way up. And this was my story because I came in as an intern. And you go to, oh, now I'm a team lead. And then you go to, okay, now I'm a first level manager. And then now, you know, I'm a regional manager to now I'm a executive, right? Here, the pace you control, how fast you really want to grow your business, how many people you want to help, and how many people you want to partner with is going to be directly reflected in your paycheck, your commission here. And then here's the last way. Let me tell you something. This I got really excited about because when I saw this, you know, this is the reason why I continue to stay on this movement with helping people, but I also see where I can make great impact, but I see the money can come with it too. And so here we got our monthly Infinity Growth Bonus. And with the monthly Infinity Growth Bonus, what this says is you and the team working together. And of course, there are some things that, you know, you see the whole comp plan, but just know you work together after you achieve 150 total points from being able to refer the different services, Business Credit Academy, people getting funding, people, you know, working on maybe their personal credit. You unlock 150 total points working together as a team. What that does is you unlock $1,000 extra in a monthly bonus. And that's going to be $12,000 extra dollars a year. Can we say another stream of income? Drop stream in the chat. Stream, another stream of income. But you repeat that. You know what? You say, you know what? I love this thing. We're working together. We help more people. 600 total points will bring you $4,000 a month. That's an extra $48,000 a year. Do you understand there are important professions like teachers that don't make $48,000 a month? I mean, a year. And we're talking about simply being able to help business owners grow and scale a business, which is why they got into business anyway. I can position myself to be able to unlock these types of bonuses. But if you're like me, see yourself anywhere in this lineup, but my eyes is clear. I'm locked down at the 19,200. Anybody else down here at 19,000, or put 19K in the chat. 19,200 total points working together as a team. This for the people who ain't scared. It's $128,000 a month. That's $1.5 million a year. If you don't come from a family of millionaires, you become the first. And this is the blueprint to do it. So what we have here is something to make great impact in the blueprint. So what is it going to take, Tangela, for me to get started with this? You probably said you could have quit talking a few slides ago. I'm ready. It makes sense. It just makes sense. If it just makes sense, drop a 1 in the chat. You simply launch your business. And notice I said launch. It's your business. $289 investment to get a business started. Let me tell you something. You cannot even buy a business in the box if you want to go buy a franchise. $289. It's almost like I almost don't even want to say it, because this is too inexpensive for what you get here. The income you can make, the impact you can make. But it's $289, only $289. And see, there was a time, and I'm going to use me because I don't want to offend nobody. But can I be your big sister, your big auntie, your big cousin? Listen, I'm a GG of 10, so I ain't scared, right? If we don't have $289, you have to take advantage of this because we want to help you. Because $289 investing in yourself should never be anything you have to blink at or think twice about. And then $99 monthly fee to the monthly investment to just kind of keep everything going, all the technology, all the websites, and listen, I didn't even mention you're going to get top-notch training, mentorship, and coaching, things that people pay over thousands of dollars for. Guess what? You get it for free. See, success is all about being in proximity of the right people. Right here with Business in Black, these are the right people. You're going to get more, way more out of this $289 investment and $99 a month than you can probably shake a stick at. So what's going to be included? You get started here, you partner here, you're going to get your whole Business in Black broker success system, broker success kit, blueprint system. Listen, it's included. You get the education. You get AI credit restoration. So talk about working on your own personal finances. You heard Pastor Angela say, listen, I need to work on my own stuff. I've been there. And let me tell you, credit is fluid. You're going to always need to monitor and stay on top of that. Access to 200 plus lenders. There are other individuals that come right here, tap in, realize, listen, they don't have access to these many lenders like we have. This is what you get with that investment. Marketing materials and, what to say. If you're new and you're like, I don't know what to say, guess what? You don't have to worry about it. We teach you that. Will, trust, power of attorney paperwork. Listen, having a business. And we talk about anybody in here, legacy builders, drop legacy in the chat. If you're a legacy builder, can I just tell you, if you're a legacy builder and we don't have will, trust, power of attorney paperwork in place, we're not set up to lead the legacy. Co-branded website, travels and savings plan, client management system, the live mentorship and coaching. And guess what, y'all? This is a business that's truly willable, sellable, transferable. When I retired in 2019, walked away after 26 years, I can say, hey, can you pass my job on to my 19-year-old son? I can say that. But guess what? With this, when it's my time, I say, you know what? Can you leave this right here to my 20-year-old son now? It's transferable. It's willable. It's sellable. Recognition, reward trips. Listen, we've got in a cruise contest right now, all expense paid, going to the Caribbeans. We like to have fun. Listen, we like to work hard. If you like to work hard and you like to have fun, drop fun in the chat. Because listen, we like to have fun and get people funded. Right? We like to have fun and get people funded. Dedicated underwriting team, business success scanning I talked about. But guess what? That's at a value of $2,997 and probably well worth more than that. Because I tell you that the wheel by itself is about $3,000. But it only takes $289 for you to get that. But guess what? We got some bonuses. We got some bonuses that we're going to give you too for the first 50 people that look at this and say, you know what, go ahead and put me in, coach. I'm ready. Go ahead and text individual, be one of the first 50. You're going to get these additional bonuses that's well valued over $1,997. You're going to get a lender compliance cheat sheet. This is going to allow you to be able to, one, do a checkup on your own business, but help other individuals make sure, are you good? 90-day game plan session with the top leaders. How do I come in here, launch a successful business, set myself up for success right here, helping other people while I also help my own family? Special recognition, complimentary luxury stay. You know, we got vacation vouchers. You could choose the place you want to stay. You'll find out more about that. But let me tell you, some great vacation places. Exclusive online community. The difference between someone being successful and not being successful comes down to, am I around the right people with the right mindset, that have the right access, that have the know-how, that can tell me how to be successful? What do I need to do? You get that. And then you get an Outpace Inflation ebook. Listen, all of us need that book right now. How do I outpace this inflation? You get that. And that's included. And so for the first 50 people that get started, you will get all of this. So text the person right now and tell them to send me the application. Let me go ahead and claim my spot right now. Because here's what I tell you about opportunity. Opportunity is never lost. It just goes to the next person if you're one that looks at this and you decide to walk away. See, the one thing about Business in Black and what we're going to do here with this opportunity, helping other business owners, we're going to build this regardless. I just want to know, are you one of the ones that's going to be a part of the movement? Are you going to be a part of the solution to be able to help yourself and to be able to help your family? And so join the movement. Listen, join our free community. You know, all these key leaders are all across the map, making great impact, helping business owners, helping individuals get finances together. See yourself up here. You know, we've got from Georgia down here. You see Dr. Kofor right here, up here in North Carolina. You know, you got myself, you got Pastor Angela's going to be up here soon. Listen, people all over. You got Miss Brenda, Dr. Brenda out there in Minnesota. Dr. Tina Houghton's up there in Michigan. Let me tell you, Dr. Tamisha Jenkins down there in Georgia. You want to get in here. South Florida, Coach Kev. Listen, all these top leaders make a great impact. See yourself up here. So scan this code. Get in our free online community. You want to see more testimonials? You'll see them there. You want to see the great impact that's being made all across the nation? You will see it there. Get in our Business in Black online. Scan the code. And so the secret to getting ahead is simply making this decision. Get mad. Make a decision. Am I in or am I out? Get started. Be a part of this. See the vision. Say that I'm ready. Lock in now. I know you know people. I know you've been thinking about people you know. And if you hear you're a business owner, you're the first person you should have thought about. Right? You know, maybe you got some questions. Get with the person that invited you, the one that knows the information, the ones that can help clarify anything for you. Get your questions answered. We believe in you making a decision with your eyes wide open. And we want to partner, but you don't have the funds. Have that candid conversation. Because listen, we're on this movement that we don't want to leave no one behind. And so you have to let someone know where you are, know what you need. We'll find a way to be able to help you with that, if that's truly what you want to do, is be a part of the movement. But get started today. Again, we appreciate you just taking the time to share here with us, Business in Black, either join us or watch us. But either way, the decision is yours. But I want you all to have a wonderful evening. And I just thank all of you for your time and for being here. And you all have a wonderful evening. The first 50, don't forget, go ahead, claim your spot so you can claim those extra bonuses as well. And we'll see you all at the bank and at the top, because the bottom is just way too crowded. See you later. Take care.